Hello. In this NCERT series, we'll go to the next chapter from hunting gathering to growing food. In the previous chapter, we have seen that on the banks of river Narmada, they were hunter gatherers. They used to collect fruits and forest produce and they used to hunt animals. And we have also seen Suleiman Khirtar hills, what people done there, and we have seen Vindhya mountains and Garo hills and people who have settled there, and also some of the sites of early civilizations. Yes. In the previous video, we have seen that there were settlements in on the Indus River. Yes, when almost 4,700 years ago. Yes. So now we will see one of the settlements in the Indus Valley, that is Harappa. So whenever we talk about Indus Valley civilization, we have two different cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. These are the main important civilizations. So we'll talk about those civilizations in this video. Before going to it, we'll see the ancient Indian history is being divided into three periods: Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. What is meaning of these? Lithic means stone. So Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. So lithic means stone. What is paleo? Paleo means old. Meso means middle age. Neo means new. So old stone age, middle stone age and new stone age. Followed by it we have iron age, copper age, etc. Copper age and iron age, chalcolithic age. Like these all follows the Neolithic age. So for now we'll see Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic age. Okay. What is Paleolithic age? 12,000 years ago, people started using stone tools. Just using stones, very raw tools were made. Okay. That is called as Paleolithic age. That is very old stone age, the starting stage of the stone age. Almost 99% of our history is based on is in the Paleolithic age only. Okay. The stone tools were very basic. Then in Mesolithic age, that means almost 10,000 years ago. After Paleolithic, we had Mesolithic. So almost 10,000 years ago. Then some advancement was made and microliths were started. What are microliths? So these are called microliths. That means very small tools of stone, but they have improvised the stone tools. They were made sharp. The scrapers were made. Okay, some advancement in the stone tools were made and they were of very small size. Okay, to cut vegetables or to cut meat or of any other purposes, they have made microliths. Microliths happened in Mesolithic age. Now we'll go, what is Neolithic age? Neolithic age, some very important advancements were made, like agriculture was started, animals were raised, and climate. Basically, why all of these changes have come is the climate was changed. As we know, the earth has gone under many variations in the climate and weather conditions. So that's why many animals got extinct and the topography of earth has also changed. So during the Neolithic period, mainly the earth started to become warm. Sunlight reached the earth and the earth started to become warm and warm. So what happened? Vegetation have started and that formed in the grasslands. So when grasslands come, they were animals like deers, antelopes, etc. Right? So those animal rearing was started. And then we had agriculture. What was the first agricultural crops that were grown? We have seen in the previous video: wheat, barley, and rice. Rice in the Vindhya hills and Garo hills, and wheat and barley we have seen in the Suleiman Khirtar hills. Okay. And fishing was also one of the major occupations that they have followed in the Neolithic period. And we also know fire. Discovery of fire was also made, and for eating the meat of animals, and for cooking food and for lighting their caves. So many purposes fire is used. Okay. Then one of the major important feature of Neolithic periods is the construction of megaliths. Have you ever seen this kind of structure in any pictures? So what are these? Generally, they are called megaliths. They are literally burials. So They are burials, and they have a stone above it to identify. So that these are called megaliths. Around when they are constructed around 2500 BC. In which period? Almost in the Neolithic period. Okay. In India, we have many sites which were Paleolithic and which are Mesolithic and which are Neolithic, and where megaliths are found. We'll see in the next slide. We'll point all the places where all of these are found. Okay. So quick recap from the previous video. What was Narmada Valley famous for? It was having hunter gatherers and skilled gatherers which who collected fruits and hunted animals. And Suleiman Khirtar Hills, agriculture is started, animal rearing was started. And then agriculture, what type of crops? Wheat and barley. Okay. Then Garo Hills and Vindhya Hills, rice cultivation was started. And banks of river Indus, 4700 years ago, cities were established. And banks of river Ganga, 2500 years ago, cities were established. And what was the first biggest kingdom we had? Magadha. Magadha, where it is now present in Bihar. So we move on to the next occupation. How farming was done during this period. So what were the major crops? Wheat, barley, rice. And what were the animals? We have seen sheep, goat, all and cattle. All these were started. Animal rearing was started for these animals. And so people became eventually herders because of the grasslands developed over there. So what happened when the climate has changed? People started to they understood the cropping patterns, they understood the animals, and they understood the grazing time of animals, they understood the harvesting season, they understood the sowing season. So they developed a awareness about the cropping patterns, so they stopped moving here and there. They used to be nomads, they used to travel from place to place. After understanding the cropping patterns and all, they stopped moving here and there, and they settled in a particular place and took care of their agricultural lands. So that then agricultural lands, and also they have understood the patterns of animals, right? They followed them, and they understood the grazing patterns and all. So they domesticated some of the animals. What is domestication? It is to rear some of the animals. They are not wild animals, they are not left free. You bring them home, or you take and you keep them under your control, right? For any purposes. Okay, they used to store it for food purpose or milk or any kind of activity that the animals can do, right? So domestication was also a major important step. So domestication, like plants and animals. What kind of plants they have been growing? Wheat and barley. And what animals were domesticated? Sheep and goat. Okay. And settlements were also started. Then because they are staying in one particular place and doing agriculture, so settlements are also started. So we'll see the how these settlements were made. So they built houses. One of the site called Burza Home in Kashmir. It is situated in Kashmir. So when we see Burza Home, so pit houses were built. These are called as pit houses. Okay, they had steps inside, and there were houses. Okay, and they used it for cooking and etc. So when archaeologists started excavating, they found these pit houses in Burza Home. In where is it? In Kashmir. So what was the main important excavations archaeologists have done? Houses and also the stone tools. We have seen microliths in the Mesolithic age, right? So these tools and the Paleolithic tools and the Neolithic tools, all these were excavated by archaeologists. So we have stone tools excavation and also pottery. Important invention of these ancient history was the invention of wheel. So obviously pottery was also developed during this period. We'll find what are the different kinds of pottery we have found in the next slide. Okay. In the previous video we have seen Merghar, right? Where is Merghar? Merghar is a Indus Valley, it is also a part of Indus Valley civilization. So it is across Bolan Pass. So what is Bolan Pass? We'll see here. So Merghar is over here. It is a point where the border of Pakistan and Afghanistan share. Right. It is in the border of Pakistan and Afghanistan. So now where is it in present? It is in Pakistan. In the Bolan Valley or through the Bolan Pass. Okay. Agriculture is practiced here. So what are the agricultural crops? Barley, wheat. Animal rearing? Yes, animal rearing was also done in Merghar. And we see one of the earliest villages was started in Merghar. How we have come to know that earliest villages have come? Because when they excavated, they found houses in Merghar. So they thought earliest villages were formed in Merghar. And one interesting fact is burials. In Merghar, they found burials. What are burials? When a person is dead, they bury them under the ground. So one of the feature of Merghar burials is they used to bury goats along with the man. Why? Because they believe that these animals serve as food when the person goes to the next world. So they used to bury all the animals or some of the animals that they had. So animals and some food items with them because they thought the person would be served these things when he goes to the next world. After that they go to the next world. So these animals will be served as food. So that is what the feature of burials. Apart from India, we also have some of the sites, that is Catalhuyuk in Turkey. Okay. Archaeologists excavated one of the site called Catalhuyuk, where it is in Turkey. So they started. It is known that they traded. The trading was developed since then. So the trading was with Syria, with Mediterranean Sea, and also with Red Sea. So they brought some amounts of products from Mediterranean Sea and also from Red Sea. So from sea, what do you get? You get cowries, you get shells, etc. Right? So they traded with from Mediterranean Sea and also Red Sea, and they also used to get flint from Syria. Okay. Now we have seen different kind of sites, right? We have seen Burza Home, and we have seen Merghar, and we have seen megaliths. But where are these megaliths found? And where are these Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic sites found in India? So we'll map them. So Burza Home. What is Burza Home famous for? It is famous for pit houses, right? So we have seen here Burza Home in Kashmir. It is famous for these pit houses. Okay. Burza Home pit houses, where it is in Kashmir. Then Merghar, it is near the Bolan Pass. Where exactly it is? In the border of Pakistan and Afghanistan. What it is famous for? One of the earliest villages, burials, animal rearing, houses, etc. All of these were built in Merghar. We'll see some other places. So first we'll move on to Paleolithic sites. What are Paleolithic sites? Paleo means old, lithic means stone. So old Stone Age sites. What are the old Stone Age sites? We have Bhimbetka. Bhimbetka is very popular. We had Bhimbetka caves in Madhya Pradesh. Right. So Bhimbetka is a Paleolithic site. Then we have Karnool caves. Karnool caves is in Andhra Pradesh. So Karnool caves is also important Paleolithic site. Then we have Hunski in Karnataka. So Bhimbetka, Karnool caves and Hunski caves. Hunski these are the Paleolithic sites present in India. Okay. Then we'll move on to the Neolithic sites. We'll move from north to south. Neolithic sites, we have seen Burza Home, right? Burza Home is famous for again houses like pit houses, etc. Right? Merghar is famous for agriculture, one of the earliest villages and animals. Okay. Hallur in Karnataka. Hunski in Karnataka is a Paleolithic site. Hallur in Karnataka is a Neolithic site. Payampalli. Payampalli is in Andhra Pradesh, in Andhra Pradesh, like near Tamil Nadu. So Payampalli is a Neolithic site. and Chirand. Chirand is in Bihar, and Tawajali Hading is in the northeast, and Koldeva Mahagara. So these are also some of the Neolithic sites. So in UPSC point of view, we have small information here. So this particular sites, okay, this particular site, uh, just a minute. Koldiva and Mahagara. So they are they are opposite to the river Belan. Okay. Okay. So Koldiva and Mahagara are opposite to the river Belan. Okay. Then megalithic sites. So Neolithic sites we have done Payampalli, Hallur in South India, Koldiva, Mahagara in the central India, and Chirand in Bihar, and Tawajali Hading in the northeast India, and north we have Burzahom and Merghar. Okay. Then we have megalithic sites. What are megaliths? We have seen they are burials, right? Okay. So these are called megaliths. They are burials, and when they were noticed around 2500 BC, they are a feature of Neolithic sites. So where are these megaliths found? We'll see now. So megaliths are found in Brahmagiri in South India and Adichanallur in Tamil Nadu. So Brahmagiri and Adichanallur in South India. And then yes, these were there, and one of other important is also there, that is Nagarjuna Konda in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, we have Nagarjuna Konda in Andhra Pradesh, and Brahmagiri and Adichanallur. Okay, quick recap again. Paleolithic sites where we found them: Bhimbetka, Hunski and Karnool caves. Okay, in South India, in Karnataka we have Hunski, in Andhra Pradesh we have Karnool caves, in Madhya Pradesh we have Bhimbetka. Then Neolithic sites: Hallur, Payampalli in South India, Koldeva, Mahagara opposite to river Belan in central India, and then we have Chirand in Bihar, and Tawajali Hading in northeast India, and Burzahom Merghar in north India. Then we have megalithic sites: Brahmagiri and Adichanallur. Then we have early villages. Where were the early villages have emerged? So one important site here is Inamgaon, and one of the most important feature here is Inamgaon is on the river God. Okay, it's a place in Maharashtra. It's on the banks of river God. Okay, Inamgaon is where the early villages have started, and it's on the river banks of the river God. Okay. Then we have modern cities. Where did the modern cities have emerged? First is Mumbai in South India and Kolkata in the North India. Okay. Quick recap once again. Paleolithic sites are Karnool caves, Hunski and Bhimbetka. And then we have Neolithic sites: Payampalli, Hallur and Koldeva Mahagara and Chirand and Bihar, Tawajali Hading, Merghar and Burzahom. And megalithic sites: Brahmagiri, Adichanallur and Nagarjuna Konda. And early villages are Imamgaon. Imamgaon is in the banks of river God. And modern cities are Mumbai and Kolkata. So here ends the lecture today, and we'll meet in the next video.